Hey, how you doing today? I wanted to do something delicious today, and I've cooked a version of this before, but today I'm gonna make it in pork belly. So the surprise today is pork belly adobo. So yummy. So that is a national dish of the Philippines, and it's very recognizable. So I had to make a little bit revisions on my original recipe that I use for chicken adobo, just because I have more meat and it's a little bit heavy in the pot. So here are my revisions. 5 pounds of pork belly. So here it is, about 5 pounds of pork belly. So this amount will last a long time. It'll probably make about 10 meals. And this is kind of like the protein, but then of course you're gonna have your rice and your vegetables, and that's what makes adobo so versatile, because it could be paired with rice and any kind of vegetable that you would like. You can make it like a salad, and I think I'm gonna do pork belly loco moco at the end, so stay tuned, okay? So that's 5 pounds of pork belly. 1 1/2 cups of vinegar. So this is my favorite vinegar, datu puti vinegar. 1 1/2 cups of that. 1/2 cup soy sauce. There you go, my 1/2 cup soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, my house garlic. 2 bay leaf. So I hardly use this in any other meal, so when I do, it's a surprise, but I use it always for my adobo. So 2 bay leaf. 2 teaspoons of sugar, my house stock here, and 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. So that's all you need for such a delicious dish. So let's get to mixing. So I have some cubed pork belly here, and then I saved one here just so that I could show you how thick it is. And this is from Costco. So if you have a Costco in the area, I suggest to get it from there. They sell 5 pounds for about $25. So this is a huge piece, and I'm just gonna cut the chunk up. I have my fillet knife here. Just gonna cut it up. So it's a huge piece. And I would suggest this one for lechon too. And putting this in the air fryer. But today I decided to make delicious adobo. All right. So here is a pork belly, the 5 pounds. 1 1/2 cup vinegar. So 1. And 1/2 cup vinegar. And those are precise measurements. So this measurement and this ingredients, it doesn't make the adobo too sour, and it not too salty and not sweet at all. So yeah, precise ingredients, okay? So that was 1 1/2 cups vinegar, 1/2 cup soy sauce, 2 tablespoons minced garlic, 1, 2. 2 bay leaf. So I showed them to you earlier. So here is 1, 2. Okay. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1, 2. And then 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, so we're gonna be braising this adobo for about an hour to an hour and a half. So part of the recipe is adding water to the stock pot. Okay, so that is part of the recipe. 1 1/2 cups water, or a little bit more. The water won't, if putting more water won't change the taste, it will just help with the braising. Just gonna mix it up a little bit here. And if you have time to marinate, that's fine, you know, for a couple hours, but usually as a busy mom, I don't have that kind of time. I gotta make it when I make it. So I am just going to put it on the stove, braise it for an hour and a half. And if it cooks too fast, which is okay, you can always add more water. Okay, like I was saying, we'll start with 1 1/2 cups at first. But if you need to add more water to fill the pot, that's okay. And then if you over add water, that's okay too, because you could always reduce the sauce to down to the consistency of like, I would say for this, maybe pancake syrup, and it will help the adobo taste really, really good. So you would take out the pork and reduce the sauce to the consistency of about syrup, then put the pork back in, and then kind of re-marinate the pork. And that doesn't have to be done by cooking it again. So the pork is already cooked by the time you're gonna reduce the sauce. So I say 1 to 1/2 hour of braising, but when I come back to finish the video, I'll tell you exactly how long it took on 5 pounds of pork belly. All right, so this is ready to go into the pot. So 5 pounds pork belly, 1 1/2 cups of vinegar, 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 bay leaves, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and of course 1 1/2 cups water for braising. And of course, if you need more, definitely add it. All right, I'll see you after this is done braising, and I'll see you then. Hey, so for that adobo, it ended up being about an hour on medium to high heat on braising. And I counted the water that was actually needed, and it was about 7 cups total water that was actually needed. So you can go ahead and add that 7 cups in the beginning, so you can kind of just walk away from the meal instead of having to keep adding water every 15 minutes. So 7 cups of water, okay? And for about an hour. Okay, so let's look at the finished product. All right, so I got my big stock pot here full of the adobo, and let me see, I'm just gonna start bringing it out and putting it on the tray here. All right, so here we go. So like I was saying, this is about 5 pounds. So I'm just gonna slowly scoop it out and bring a close up to you. There you go. And of course, expect it to be really oily because there is so much fat content in this cut of meat. So there's a lot of oil in the dish at its end cooking stage here. some really big pieces. There's one huge chunk right there. Another great look at some chunks right there. Scoop, and then I'll show you the final scoop of the sauce that's left over. So surprisingly enough, the pork belly absorbs a lot of the marinade. So what I'm really left over with is, let me try to get a good, is kind of this oil here. So there you go. So the sauce did reduce into the pork belly, absorbed most of the soy sauce, the garlic, the sugar. So what we're really left over with is kind of the fat content. So this is not a low fat dish, that's for sure. So if you're looking for something that's low fat, go to one of my recipes, and it's the chicken wings adobo, or just chicken adobo. You can find that there. Okay, so yes, definitely full of fat. Okay, so I'm just going to do the last of the oil onto here. Alright, so it looks so delicious, so yummy. Look at all that. That's 5 pounds of pork belly, and I would say that this is about 10 meals with rice. There you go. So you could pack this with some vegetables for work the next day. You can do many, many things with this. So, I have a surprise for you, what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to make adobo loco moco. It rhymes so much, but you'll watch me make it here. So, have my plate ready. Okay, and then I have my scoop of rice. I'm going to make a double adobo loco moco. So I'm going to make 2 scoops of rice. It's right here. 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm going to chop up some of the pork belly right here. So I got a big piece right here. Let's see, I got a good part. Chop up 3 big pieces. Alright, so let me put some gloves on. And let's see how tender these are. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and chop them up now. Pretty tender. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Try to get you a good... There you go. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, so let me chop up the rest. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to put that on top of my rice. I'm going to take my 2 scoops of rice. I'm going to plop that adobo right on the top. So you got that. And then to complete it, all we need is eggs. Sunny side up eggs. So I had the luxury while everything was cooking to prepare 2 sunny side up eggs. So I just went ahead and broke 2 eggs into this little egg thing, this little skillet, and it turns out perfect. The sides are just a little bit brown, and there's double yolk, and it comes right out of the skillet. So I'm just going to put that right over the top. All right, and we are going to use, I don't have gravy today, sorry. But we don't want gravy on this anyway, so I'm just going to use a little bit of the leftover sauce and just kind of pour it over the top to give the eggs a little bit of flavor. Okay, then put my bay leaf here for decoration. All right, so here you go. Not only did we make 5 pounds of adobo pork belly and braised it for an hour, but we also spinned it off and made adobo loco moco. Doesn't that look delicious? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video and that you try this one day and let me know how it goes, and definitely share the recipe with your family and friends. And don't forget to click subscribe on the bottom of the video, and if you click the arrow, it'll have the ingredients in text so you can gather your ingredients before you watch the video. All right, take care.